Yo, what's good, boys? Planning on starting to post recaps on trades that I actually take, whether that's on evals or funded accounts. Loss, win, break even, doesn't matter. But when it comes to days that I don't trade at all, I will not be posting. Just a forewarning, just to let y'all boys know. So if price is just terrible one day, I don't take a trade, I'm not going to post a recap, right? But yeah, so today took a loss on both of the combines. Um, but did not take anything on my funded accounts, right? Because I am learning right now a new understanding of my narrative, just a completely different way. And so, with that being said, I'm still going through, months and months and years of back testing, trying to figure out, every little part of it and make sure that I'm doing it, to its fullest potential correctly before I actually hop in the live markets, with my funded accounts. So just took it on eval. Took a loss. Very, very confident in today's setup, which is just the way that I'm using everything now. Very confident in the setup, but it just did end. It got, I made a small mistake and I got stopped out. So, as you can see on my evals, lost 420, funded accounts. Yeah. So, haven't taken a trade since then, the 8th or whatever. Yeah. So, looking at my evals real quick. Okay. Let me turn on these executions. Right. This is the trade, right? So, actually, let me turn this off real quick. Going into the day, I typically focus on the equilibrium of a high time frame range, right? But and again, this is kind of all not really not hindsight, kind of screen time. Noticing this range, just a very obvious high, very obvious low, and we just get a run lower. This is my equilibrium marked out. Typically, I only use equilibrium, but looking at this example, we have a nice OTE setup actually. So price ended up running higher, right? We closed off that yesterday. We had this new week or new day opening gap, and we chopped overnight, right? This is the accumulation, right? We had this manipulation higher, sweeping the prior day high, as well as tapping into the OTE, the 0.62, right? So this is accumulation, manipulation, sweeping above the prior day high, and then we began to distribute lower, okay? And going into the AM session, right here, marked out the 8 a.m., you see that price, number one, inversed this little gap right here. From the London session, we inversed this hourly BISI right here. Price then formed this hourly SIBI as well, pretty much aligned with this BISI, right? So this is what, a BPR. This is a partial BPR, right? So using this as, pretty much resistance to push price lower, right? And my target was these lows right here. Okay, you look at the daily, you see that we pretty much engineered sell side down here. Okay, we ran lower, and yesterday we formed very relative equal lows at these lows, and now I expected a push lower today. Okay, and so yeah, once we begin to respect these, this BPR, pretty much this hourly BPR, look how price is closing right there, right? Look how price is closing below this SIBI right here. Okay, look how price is closing right there. Very, very clean and concise. Okay, and I'm not really, I am not, requiring SMT anymore for my model. I'm taking it, if there is SMT, hell yeah, that's good. It's even better. But if there's just a solid manipulation, I'm gonna take the trade. If there's an inversion, so it's as simple as that. I'm only taking inversions. But pretty much my model is now just narrative, just narrative, and just having a draw on liquidity and taking an inversion in that direction, right? So it's pretty simple. But yeah, just looking at this is very simple. Looking at how we respected these 2 hourly gaps, wanted to see price continue lower to this these smooth lows down here, okay? And so we look at the 1 minute, and this is where I took the trades itself. All right. So this is where I messed up today, right? You can see that price. Let me just get rid of these, but you pretty much see that we ran up, tapped into the 1 hour SIBI as well as the inversion fair value gap on the 1 hour. Right here at 8:30 PPI, and then we began to sell off lower, right? This is the first trade that I was looking at taking. Wasn't able to because I was in class. I was literally leaving class on the way out. My class ends at 9:15, so the teacher pretty much let us all leave early today because it was the first day of class. We finished our syllabus and all that shit, so we left like around this area. We were only in there for like an hour or so. So this trade, I did not see. I literally saw it way later, but I was looking for shorts in this area. Obviously, this played out decently. I mean, I would have most likely entered right here, stop loss at this high. I would have targeted exactly 2R because going for this is 5R is insane. Just going for 2R, that would have pretty much bottom ticked it right here. So that would have been the first play. Obviously, didn't play. I didn't take it, so can't really say much about it. But this one, this was actually a pretty solid trade. This is the one I actually took, right? And you can see right here that we... Where is it at? Where is it at? We sweep this high, right? We sweep this high from London, the London high, on ES. NASDAQ, we failed to do so, right? So that's some good high time from SMT. That's very solid for shorts, right? And we informed this SMT, I looked at this as like a manipulation for now us to, you know, be able to continue lower, right? So with us having this failure swing to this protected high, I didn't want to see price, you know, retest, you know, or run back up into this protected high, right? So I'm just looking for shorts right here, okay? And something that I've learned is that I should not trade typically, like, I would say anywhere from between like 5 minutes before 9:30 and 5 to 10 minutes after. Just because, you know, you don't know. It is very, very hard to anticipate the manipulation. I've learned that from one of my friends. He's helping me out with, you know, my understanding of my narrative and everything. And pretty much it's just very hard to understand where we are truly going to manipulate at 9:30. Because price will move quick and you will get chopped out, or not chopped out, but you will get cooked, right? So that's exactly what happened to me, right? We ended up having this beautiful short right here, short right here. It's like right here, I think. 221.042. Yeah, it's just anywhere in this area, right? Put my stop loss at this breaker high right here. Okay, so this breaker, so we have a push up higher, a low, and then a high. So this is a little. This was once a bullish order block. We inversed it, so now this is a breaker block, right? So put my stop above this breaker block, right? And I was targeting this low, okay, for a solid 3R, okay? And pretty much you could see instant stop out. And the reasoning for that, again, is because I entered right at 9:30. And what did we do? What did we do after I got stopped out? All right, look at what happened. Price ended up manipulating higher, all right, and then selling off again, right? And then manipulating higher once again, and then selling off again to my full take profit, right? So obviously, you know, it's all right, bro. I take these losses. I learn from them. Obviously, from now on, I'm not going to trade 5 minutes before 9:30 or 5 minutes after. Going to wait for it to kind of cool down and see what it really does. But, I mean, yeah, that was pretty much just the basis, a very simple basis of the trade. We had this SIBI right here, and this is in the premium of this range. Okay, and you can also say it's in the OTE as well, but just really looking at that premium, okay? Premium, very obvious SIBI. Swept these highs. And that was my little short right here, okay? And looking at it later, if I went into it today looking at, okay, I'm not going to trade 9:30, right? Because I literally traded at 9:30 on the dot, I entered shorts, right, when it closed below that BISI. So knowing that now, because I also do have data looking back, because I did today, looked back and noticed that, you know, yes, there are some trades that play out at 9:30 very well in my direction, and it's very clean. But, you know, a lot of the times, I do get manipulated out, and then price will end up running to my, you know, original draw on liquidity, right? So, with me being bearish, right, you know, price obviously, I forgot to mark out the EQ. My fault, boys, my fault. Right, I marked out, this is my draw on liquidity for the day. This is my, you know, this is draw on liquidity as well as this, okay? So this EQ is met as well as this discount BISI, okay? So I forgot to mark that out, my fault, boys. So both of these draws were met. But my fault. Going back. You see that we have this fucking beautiful inversion right here. Beautiful inversion. There was not SMT at the highs, I do not believe. No, there was not any SMT. But we did end up holding the protected high. And we formed once again another SMT at these highs. So we're stacking bearish SMT at the highs. We're consistently failing to swing the protected highs of the SMT. And this would be the beautiful short, right? This would be top tier shorts. But it's all good, bro. It's completely fine. again, we're learning from these losses. I would have taken a fucking huge ass dub today. I would have taken this short, stop loss right here, take profit, or yeah, stop loss right here, and then take profit at this low for a solid 2-ass R, like 2-ass R, yeah, for a solid 2R. Okay, like it would have been a W trade, but messed up, made a minor mistake, and we're just gonna learn from it, bro. That's all we can do from it. I wasn't mad at all. Oh yeah, obviously I was a little disappointed, but why? You know, what is there to be mad about? Both my targets were hit, 1 hour Bissy as well as the EQ. Like, there's no problem to it, bro. I'm just gonna wake up tomorrow, do the same thing as usual, and then continue on with my trading week, right? Like, it's as simple as that. But continuously working towards this, you know, me understanding this narrative, making sure that, you know, I'm understanding it to its fullest capabilities on FX Replay, making sure that I pretty much end every single month off green, and I'll post the results whenever I do. But yeah, soon enough it'll happen. But yeah, once we start to see some decent, consistent profits throughout the months, and I really start to understand it, that is when I'll start live trading again on my funded accounts. But from now on, for maybe a week or two, you know, I'm most likely just going to trade evals. So hope y'all boys learned something from today's video. And yeah, boys, hope y'all have a blessed day. And I will be posting tomorrow at 11:30. There's a new video coming out. But yeah, if y'all want to join the Discord, that will be left in the description. We'll be glad to have y'all boys there. We do a bunch of cool shit, so we'll be glad to, you know, include y'all in it. So hope y'all boys have a blessed day. Peace out.